Hello everyone, Von Marie here, and thank you for joining me today on the Whimsy Stamps YouTube channel. So we're going to use this fun mushroom stamp, and it is called the Mushroom Mashup, and it's a rubber stamp. We're also using a few of those products there, and I'm just going to take out the rubber stamp, and it's my first time using it, and I was super excited, and I am just going to stamp and heat emboss it. As I've been saying, I have been loving heat embossing my images, and I think it's easier to watercolor them because we're going to be watercoloring today. And so I am just going to do that on this Canson 140-pound paper. And I love how it came out the first time. I don't know if I told you, but I got a new ink pad, so it's really juicy, so I only have to stamp one time, which is great. And so now I'm grabbing my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, and I am just trying to pick some fun colors. Of course, it would look great with just red mushrooms, but I wanted to take it to a brighter level. So I'm grabbing out all the fun colors here, and I don't have very many of these markers, just what I have there in that pail. And I even have a couple of duplicates because I was purchasing them and I didn't realize I had some already of those colors. And so I am just grabbing out all these pretty colors, and I will also be coloring in a background and a ground, and I'm going to be using the retro mod die set today. So I started out with red and my water brush. I don't have any water in my brush, I'm just using it for the brush, and later I changed to a different kind of paintbrush, and I do have water off there to the side. And I am just putting in some color and using a little bit of water, and I have my paper towel off to the side there too, just trying to color easily, but I do make a mistake, and you will see that mistake because I don't know, usually with watercoloring it's forgiving and I can take away that mistake, but for this reason I don't know, I couldn't for this pink mushroom that I colored. So I end up covering it at the end, so it's no big deal, but during the time I was coloring I was like, how am I going to get that cleaner around that mushroom? So you'll see that. And I'm just grabbing some like beige and brown colors to color in the mushroom base there. And so I think it's super fun. So if you don't own this stamp, I think you should grab it because it's really pretty, and it would be pretty. The picture shows like purple colored mushrooms. I don't have it in front of me, but which was really pretty. And so yeah, so I think any color, and here is where I will be showing my mistake. So it's going good, coloring in pink, and somehow I went out of the lines, and that is where it kind of and I dabbed it and it kind of just went all over the place. So maybe I should have just left it as is in the first place, but now it's like a pink all around that mushroom. And I thought once I colored in the background that it would go away, and no, it didn't. So anyways, like I said, I do have a way of covering that later. And so I'm just adding in a few yellows. I love the snails on these mushrooms. There's a couple snails here, and so I loved using green on those snails. And I am just trying to add a few red mushrooms and a few purple, and so there it is. And then I love my background, and my ground is gray with like a moss green. And that is the die set, and I thought I should color in a little more blue, so I'm using some cobalt blue to just kind of use my water brush and spread that around a little bit. And so I used 3 of these fun dies from that retro mod die set, and there they are. And I just cut out a bunch with white cardstock, and I thought I would make my own background here. Isn't that great? So you never know what to do with some of these dies, but I loved doing this background, and I'm just gluing them different ways, and I just love how it looks on white. I thought about ink blending in. You could do different colors too. That would be a little more funkier with these mushrooms, but I just did the white. And you can use that negative piece also for another background, so there's no waste. And so just using my liquid glue, and then I will add those mushrooms that I have some foam tape to the back of, and I will add that. And then my sentiments, I do stamp and heat emboss 2 sentiments from the Troll Friends, and I thought that was so fun too. So I'm just gluing my background to my A2 card base, and then I will take the release paper off of these foam strips, and finally grab my tool and I'll add those 2 sentiments, and they have foam tape as well. And just trying to get it straight. Glad it wasn't on, and I could rearrange it a little better. And so it says, smile, there is always a bright side, which I love for these bright colored mushrooms. I'm going to put that sentiment right where I messed up on that pink mushroom. So yay, I covered it. And adding my last sentiment there on the bottom, and that finishes this card. Isn't it fun? I love how fun it is. I almost added a troll to it, so that would have been super fun as well. So here is a close-up. So thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful day.